Welcome back, my dear friends, to CHAISPEED TORAH. Today we continue our journey through Parsha Vayikra, its sharp turns, all its complicatedness. In today's episode, we are going to be looking over what the Korbanos teach us about real avodas Hashem. When we learn about Parsha Vayikra, it's very easy to get lost in categories, names, technical rules, free will offerings, obligatory offerings, who eats what, where it's eaten, where it's slaughtered. But the Torah is not a bookkeeping system. Every structure here is intentional, and every category is teaching us something about how Hashem relates to us and how we are meant to relate to Him. Let's start with the basic division. The Torah gives us and Kodashim Kalim. Kodashim are the highest level of Korbanos. The Olah, the Chatas, and the Asham. The communal Shalamim and the Mincha offerings connected to the Mikdash. These Korbanos can only be eaten by Kohanim, only in very specific places, and sometimes not even eaten at all. The Olah, for example, is entirely burned. Nothing comes back to the person who brought it. That teaches us something profound. There are moments in avodas Hashem where a Jew gives and gets nothing tangible in return. No recognition, no emotional payoff, no personal benefit. Just giving because Hashem asked. That's Kodshi Kodashim. It represents avodah that is about submission, not self-expression, about duty, not inspiration, about doing what's right, even when it costs. And that's why most of these korbanos are obligatory. When they come when something went wrong, a sin, a lapse, a responsibility that must be addressed. The Torah is saying, when repair is needed, we don't negotiate, we respond. We move to the Kodashim Kalim, offerings like personal shalamim, the korban todah, masil behima, bechol, and the korban pesach. These korbanos are lighter in sanctity. They can be eaten by the owner and their family. They can be eaten anywhere within Yerushalayim. They are shared. This holiness includes the person, not just disciplines them. Kodashim Kalim teaches us that Hashem doesn't want distance. He wants relationship, celebration, gratitude, community. The Korban Todah is a perfect example. A person experiences danger, salvation, or gratitude, and they bring a Korban to say thank you. They eat it together with others. They tell their story. They spread appreciation. That's not obligation. That's connection. The Torah recognizes the Korbanos in a different way. Not by holiness level, but by choice. Some Korbanos are free will offerings, the Olah, the Shalamim, the Mincha. Others are obligatory, the Chatas and the Asham. This is incredibly important. Hashem wants both types of avodah. He wants the Jew who shows up because he has to, because something broke and needs fixing. And he wants the Jew who shows up because he wants to, because his heart is full. Yiddishkeit is not built on inspiration alone. It's not built on guilt alone. It's built on commitment plus love. The Torah then discusses which animals are fit to be brought as korbanos. Generally, they must be without blemish. Wholeness matters. But notice something interesting. Bird offerings are treated differently. They're only disqualified if an entire limb is missing. Why? Because the Torah understands reality. Not everyone brings an ox. Not everyone brings a sheep. Sometimes someone comes with a very little, And Hashem says, I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking for sincerity. The standard is higher when capacity is higher. The standard is compassionate when capacity is limited. That's true korbanos. And it's true in life. Finally, the Torah describes which parts of the korban go on the mizbeach. The inner fats, the kidney, the liver, the hidden parts. The message here is almost poetic. Hashem doesn't want the surface. He wants what's on the inside, the parts no one sees, the drives, desires, instinct, and inner strength of a person. That's what gets elevated. When you put it all together, the korbanos are not about animals. They are about people. They teach us there are levels of closeness to Hashem. There are times for obligation and times for love. There are standards and there is compassion. And real avodas Hashem happens on the inside. The korban system teaches us how to live a balanced Jewish life. Serious but warm. Demanding but humane. Structured but deeply personal. And even without a Beis Hamikdash, the lesson remains alive. Every choice we make about responsibility, honesty, gratitude, and commitment becomes our own korban, lifted quietly, sincerely toward Hashem. That's it for today. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you tomorrow.